Alrighty, what's up everyone? My name is Renegade Operative and today we have some funny shit going down. Today we're talking about horror movies, but not in the fun way. We're talking about some very crazy, inept, and nearly brain rot levels of idiocy that's going on right now in the horror space about this idea that using a child's death as a form of entertainment in the horror medium, fictional child's death, is not okay. It's not the first time that I've heard an opinion like this. I was gonna make a video on this before, but I never got around to it and doing it. Now, obviously, this is about Terrifier 3, and Art the Clown is no stranger to killing people of all age ranges, whether adults or teenagers or kids. He will kill someone if he feels like it, no problem. I watched Terrifier 2 a little bit. I was thoroughly amused by it, namely the bedroom scene where he's like killing this fucking woman and he's pouring salt and bleach on her at the same time. That shit went on forever, but it was funny. And that's namely what people watch these movies for, to be over the top entertained, over the top gore, and how much they can stretch the envelope from there. So there were people complaining about Terrifier 3 under their official tweet of the movie. I assume it was a promotion of the film, and this tweet from Beyond the Mask said this: "Using kids' deaths as a form of entertainment is not okay." So we have to think about what this entails and give our overall opinion on it. Now, naturally speaking, if I watch a fictional horror movie, number one is that, look, this is fiction. These are fictionalized characters. This is fictionalized gore for the most part. No one is being harmed in the making of these movies. I don't see why we are getting on a soapbox here and talking about kids' deaths as a form of entertainment isn't okay. That's number one. And number two is that there are many horror properties that either have dealt with taboo subjects before. This is horror, so it is talking about the worst fears realized in the horror medium, whether it's kids dying, animals dying, or even worse things. It is topical, it is thematic to what horror is. It is your worst fear unlocked. So a child dying in a horror movie is kind of par for the course, especially for some slashers. I believe that it's off limits for people like Chucky, where I watched Child's Play 2, and I remember the ending in particular where Chucky got really mad at Andy Barkley. And I think it's because the ritual failed for him, so he's really like fucking pissed. He's like, "You little shit, it won't work anymore. I'm stuck in this fucking body." And he wanted to kill the child and Kyle at the same time. All right, it's what happened in that movie, and I don't think people were whining about it then. Why whine about it now? If you're a big horror fan, right? Like, look, your name is Beyond the Mask, and there's rumors that Scream 7 will focus on Sydney's like children and her at the same time, her side of the story. Are you not gonna watch that movie if like Ghostface decides to try to kill her children and she tries to protect herself, her kids, everyone? Like, that might be the crux of the movie. So yeah, you are limiting yourself because you cannot separate reality from fiction, and it's something you should do for stuff of this nature. I understand if it gets way too taboo, like someone that has been essayed or whatever. That's why I had a friend and he could not stand watching I Spit on Your Grave, and that's like a whole nother subject entirely. But child death in particular never really bothered me seeing it. I remember the kid in Halloween 2018, and he had his head like crushed in the car by Michael Myers, had his neck snapped. It's just insane, right? But This is the horrific situation that the characters are in, and it leads to tragic storytelling. Like, horror should be a tragedy almost, where these other characters and these people and this town kind of suffers because of the killer and its actions and its motive and the true evil behind it. We're gonna move on to this, and I found this to be pretty crazy. Someone said I got unfollowed by a bunch of people because I said it's okay for children to die in horror movies. Maybe someone should tell them it's not real. It's not real, people. Like, again, especially slashers. What are you watching slashers for? You're watching them for characters dying in certain ways and how they elevate what goes on in them, and the thematics and everything involved is going to mostly involve death. You should not be surprised that a child or someone dies in a slasher movie. And then there's this, I believe someone on TikTok, once again, the brain rot of the internet. Someone said that certain characters show mercy to kids as slashers, and some of them won't kill kids. Now, it's true, like some of these characters like Pinhead, maybe you could say Jason or whatever, maybe they won't kill kids, but Michael Myers, you can X him off. Freddy Krueger, you can definitely X him off, and Chucky, you can X him off the list. I think Kramer is like more or less fine. He will probably wait till you're 18 and then fucking kill you. So yeah, okay. And I didn't know this, but apparently, well, Jason is choking Tommy Jarvis. I keep forgetting about that. So yeah, Great Clement has a point here that Jason will attack children. And what else here? Yeah, this is Chucky trying to kill Andy Barkley in Child's Play 2. And this is the bombing situation where Chucky's like, I'm not gonna put any sound on this because I don't want to get 187 in my ass from a TV studio or a TV station. Let me see, or my YouTube video, all right? But this involves, and I'm gonna freeze frame it so I don't get fucked here, but this is Chucky, and this child is holding a bomb. He jumps on him, presses the button, the bomb goes off, and the child dies. All right, it's just it's just okay. Why are we making these outlandish opinions? Why are we doing this? There are going to be iconic serial killers that will kill children, and I have no problem with it whatsoever. If it borders into something real, or an actor dies on set, or a kid dies on set, because I think this happened with the Twilight Zone. It was a horrific accident where a pair of children died while someone was doing a stunt, and it was super dangerous, and they did not get involved or say, hey, let's not do this, let's do something safer, and kids and an adult lost their lives to that accident. That I could totally see someone despising, not liking. Maybe I don't want to see it. It was the Twilight Zone movie. Maybe I don't want to see this. That is terrible. What the fuck are they doing? Allowing this with the director on set, you know what I mean, with this dangerous stunt, letting these people go, and these folks lost their lives. Rest in peace. I could see someone giving ire to the production team that way, but for this in particular, where it's like, okay, fucking Chucky goes around, kills someone, special effects with blood or gore or something like that, he kills a cat in the TV show. I know it's not real, so why would I complain about that? Why should we get on this sort of virtue signal soapbox about this if it means nothing at the end of the day? It's harmless entertainment, and I'm looking forward to more kids getting killed in horror movies. Like there's a meme that says it's from Art the Clown, and it says fuck these kids, like fuck them kids. All right, if I'm investing myself into a story and they try to do the unthinkable where nothing is off limits, whether it's kids, animals, adults, or just anyone of the sort, senior citizens, that should bring a real danger to the meticulous horror theme. That should bring a real danger to everyone involved, like, oh shit, I am going to die at any turn. This person is going to kill me. This person is going to kill somebody else, kill someone in my family. It brings tension and anxiety and worry to the overall plot of the story and the characterizations and the worst fears they realize. This is a good thing to horror storytelling. And I just don't get all the protests about this. If a kid dies in a horror movie, fuck it, all right? It happens. It will happen. And I want to see what they do with that story and how they elevate it, or how they create scenes, or if it is tense, or sometimes, you know, there is deaths that are created out of shock value. I'm not gonna deny that. But does it hurt anyone at the end of the day? Absolutely not, because as Ben Affleck said, once again, these are fictional plot lines. And I just think that you can't really go full anti without the death of either children or older people or teens or pets or anything like that, because I mean, what are you watching horror for if you're not watching it for them to up the ante? That's what I watch horror for. What are they gonna do next? Especially Terrifier, where they had a fucking long ass bedroom scene where someone got tortured halfway into oblivion and had their face ripped off. All right. What are you talking about, people? It's nothing to be scared of unless you're squeamish. And if you're squeamish, that's another issue entirely. Maybe you just should not be watching horror movies, or gory ones to be exact. That's the only recommendation I can recommend to you. But I understand you can't watch horror with actual kids around, but some people do that anyway and they're complete idiots. What can I say? That's not my child, but people just do this shit. All right, I just say, oh my god, why the fuck is there a child in Halloween 2018? I don't know why. All right, people just do that shit. Anyway, this is Renegade Operative signing out. What do you guys think of the whole trope of fictional kids dying in horror movies, and some people thinking that's a bit of a step too far? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Keep it spooky, keep it Halloween time, and keep it bloody. See you guys next time. Laters.